The restaurant is the most important pillar in our business model and in our community, because we work with 45,000 restaurants in 12 countries, mostly in Europe as well as Israel. And these restaurants provide the cuisines, the variety of foods that our customers require. So our relationship with the restaurants is very important because it defines the level, the quality of the service that we provide. So we need to work together all the time in order to improve the service. We bring a lot of value to the restaurants, and the restaurants bring a lot of value to us. When restaurants are part of our community, they get access to millions of potential customers and users in the markets we operate, and we deliver to them incremental revenues. If these restaurants do not have access to these customers, for them it will be much costlier to reach these customers rather than reaching them through the market through the platform of takeaway. We are one of the most cost-efficient ways to grow your incremental revenues. For sure, the delivery market will continue to grow as customers change their habits, change their ways of ordering and living. They seek more comfort, they seek more speed. So for sure, distances are getting bigger. Global markets are connected. So delivery for sure is one of the elements that connects them. The second thing that is happening is the way that is changing, and it's constantly changing every day, is the way we do delivery. There are experiments with all kinds of vehicles, all kinds of different means of transportation, and everybody is working on optimizing and making it more cost efficient and customer focused.
Do you think the drones from Amazon will be like in the future?
Well, for sure, I do not know. For sure, we are going to fly in cars one day, and for sure, we're going to fly in drones. The big question here is when this will happen, because we just do not know. You know, it's part of regulation. It's the development of technology. You know, everybody's talking about self-driving cars, but we are so far away from having fully autonomous self-driving cars anywhere around the world, for the simplest reasons that the technology is not there yet, 2, the infrastructure is not there yet, and 3, is the people's mindsets. Like, imagine having driverless cars all around. So how will this work? Who will have the right of way if we know that the cars are stopping? You know, so if they know the cars are stopping for us, then everybody will, for example, start crossing the streets whenever they want. So it's really, really far away. And now the tests that are being done, they're being done on certain routes, and they're very limited in terms of distance, in terms of routing options. But this is why in takeaway we are much more, at the moment, we are much more focused on the bicycle. And if you think about the bicycle, in the last 10, you know, there are maybe 5-10 million autonomous cars that are being tested in different places, you know, around the world. How many are there going to be? Not more than 5-10 million, but there are already hundreds of millions of bikes that are basically autonomous. There are bicycle stands outside. You can grab a bicycle, you can move from point A to point B. They're electric. So actually the bike again is leading this revolution, and as the technology improves, bicycles will become much more usable and much more widespread. Well, I think food and the food chain is one of the biggest challenges that humanity is facing. On one hand, we've never had so much food on our planet, and the fact is that at the moment there is sufficient supply of food to feed everybody on the planet. This is why the journey is very interesting, because there is sufficient supply, but there is no sufficient distribution. So connecting all these dots from start to delivering it to the table, it's really important, because as we connect more and more each other, we become more efficient in delivering the product to the end user.